Okay, we understand that you started the business under big hard circumstances, but now you are a British Columbia regional sales director for Forever Living Products. Now you have a lot of distributors and managers under you. Will you please tell us how quickly you become a manager and what did you do to become a manager?
It's very simple. You have to talk to a lot of people and help people, the ones that want you to do it. And when I started, we all did home parties. Everybody did home parties. If they didn't, their business didn't grow. And so that's what I did on a part-time basis, and I ended up finding a few people that could work full-time, that wanted to more. And so I would just work with them. So I became manager in just about a year with that. Next, I got my first car from the company. Lincoln Formal, was like a limo, but not stretched. And first when I seen it, I says, no, I can't drive that. Clayton says to me, sure you can. So that's what I got. That was my first car from the company.
Okay, thank you. Can you tell us how did you build your team and who was or who is your mentor in your business?
How did I build my team? I talked to everybody, and I kept a list, cards all the time with people I met with a little bit of information on them. And I would call them. I did a lot of telephone calling, talking to people and inviting them over and over and over again. And it's simple. You know, when we want to call somebody that we've talked to before, we're always afraid because we figure, oh, they're going to be upset if we call them again. So we get that negative and we don't do it. But every time you talk to them, if you ask them and say, hey, Philip, is it okay if I call you next week? And if he said yes, it's easy to call him then. And you just keep doing that until he's ready to do something. Now you don't have to, don't be pushy, that's all. So, and what was the other question?
Who is your mentor?
Oh, my mentor. My mentor at that time would have been a fellow that I sponsored into the business. He had been in network marketing for quite a while before in that. And he's the one that taught me a lot about sticking with things and doing it. Sad to say, he didn't stick with it. He went into other things, many companies since then. In fact, I was talking to him just about a year ago at Christmas, and he said, Jack, if I had to do it all over again, I would have never left Forever Living Products. There's a lot of exciting things that look like out there, and you can be offered a lot. I was offered a brand new Mercedes to go with another company and be their regional sales director. And I said, what if you're not here after? What good is that going to do? And I didn't. And I don't even hear of them hardly anymore. So.
Okay, you have been with the company for the last 32 years. What are your goals now for the next 3 to 5 years?
My goals? My first goal is Sapphire Manager, which I'm working on right now. I need a few more managers for that. And then everybody wants to be a diamond, right? That's it. But for the area here, I'd like to build our cases up so we're doing at least 1,000 cases. We should be doing 1,000 cases in this area. We've got diverse, nationalities here. We should be able to be sponsoring people here, have them sponsoring in other places, all around the world. If you've got some people in different countries, if you've got 10 people in 10 different countries, and you're making $200 in each country, can I give you some extra money?
Yes.
It's that simple. So I get small bits from about 17 countries now. It all adds up, So even if you're getting 100, 300, whatever from countries, some of them you may not get it. You might get $50 a month, but it keeps growing and growing. And that's the beauty about Forever Living Products, is that it keeps on going all the time.
So will you a little bit elaborate what you are telling about the team? What do you expect from your team?
What do you need to expect from your team? You need to expect them to decide what they want to do in their life. If they want to start building a business, or if they just want to fool around. or talk and not do anything. So from that, as you bring people into your team, you have to have some things that they have to do, just like in any other business. You've got to learn, you have to have some tools. When I was going out and doing roofing or doing siding, I couldn't start unless I had steel-toed shoes, I had apron, a belt, I had a hammer, I had a saw, I had to invest money. You have to sometimes put money into what you want to do. And at times you think it doesn't come back, and I'm going to turn to you. You were just telling me this week that you had 2 people that called you the other day. He called me. He's put out lots of flyers. He's been putting them over and over. What if one of those became a diamond manager? How much money would you make? But if you don't do it, it's not going to happen. And so you need to get out, and what you want to do is find out the people that want to work, and those are the ones you work with. The others, they will use the products, they'll be happy to do that. When they're ready, they will start doing the business or just use the products. That's fine. Have a lot of people using products, especially if you're a manager. It's great, because what do you make? 18%. If they're new distributors at the bottom just using product, which a lot of them do, then you're making what? 18 plus 15. So there's good money in it. Just don't push people or they'll run away. But be willing to ask them what they want to do. So that's what we need to do.
Okay, thank you. Can you tell us how is Forever Living Products going to help Canada?
How it's going to help Canada? It's going to make us all healthy. No, the company is doing an awful lot. We don't have all the products in here that they have in other countries, but a lot of other countries don't have products neither. I was just getting some information from some of them in India. They've been waiting for weeks out of juice. And they said, you get this deal saying, juice is in, go and get your juice before it's gone. Your aloe juice and that. So it's the same thing. We here, the company is working as hard as they can to get all the products into Canada. They would like to have them here as much as we would, But we've got many products here, as you can see, and so we can do that. The company is doing some incentives now, as we were talking before about auto ship and no shipping. They're going to be doing some incentives so that you can go to some of the rallies and things like that we're having here, the regional rallies and that, to help you pay for part of it or whatever. So, and as you notice, they're coming out a little more and doing a little bit longer time with each of us as they're training us. They've just set up a whole new site for regional sales directors so that we can see what's going on. If one of the people in the area has been buying products then doesn't, we can contact them through there, send them an email, ask them if they have any questions or whatever, Many of you know Alana. You wonder, how did Alana sell 20, 30 cases a month? Follow up, follow up, follow up. All the time, every morning, she'd be calling people. I'm going to be in your area tomorrow. What do you need? And then she got enough orders, she'd be in their area that next day. So you need to follow up and take care of your people. That's basically it.
Okay, next question is, what is your opinion? Because there are some suggestions that your training be filmed and put on YouTube so that the team members or the distributors under you can use it for the training in the future?
We can do that. We need to have a separate site for it, really, for our distributors to do it, because otherwise we can't make any claims on the products. But when I'm training, I want to tell you what the products will do, We can't make claims. We have to be very careful with that, with whatever we put out there, or the company will check it all. And they'll shut it down or call us and tell us you can't be doing that. So, and as a regional sales director, I have to be very careful as what I'm teaching people to do. The governments are very hard on natural remedies sometimes. Should I say it's from the drug companies? So we have to watch with that. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So the final and the last question. What did you learn from doing forever living products? What advice you can give?
What did I learn? It's the best business in the world. I've been involved in other business. I've worked for myself all the time, basically. My mother used to call and say, Jack, when are you going? I named you right, Jack. Jack of all trades. I used to work in Granville Island in a nail factory. I was a mechanic. I was a hairdresser. Had trophies for high styling and that. Worked in mechanics, marine mechanics, license for that, everything in that. And small engines, motorcycles, all that. Then I started into swimming pools and spas on my own. Didn't know what I was doing, but I asked questions. And that's how it went, kept going. And Forever Living Products, Rex has set up something here for us that is unbelievable. Because you can start with nothing if you want to do it. And we find people from all over the world. You go to East Africa, products are another time as much here. Do they have money there? I don't think so. But they have the desire to change their life. And they will go on and do it, and some people have money that they'll sell to. And next thing you know, they will be growing like you wouldn't believe. Same thing in Brazil, everywhere. Rafael was here from Mexico a week ago. One bottle of juice cost them almost two days' wages in Mexico. But Mexico is one of our top countries. How come? If we're not doing it here, there's only one reason. Do you want me to spell it?
Yes, please.
L-A-Z-Y. Lazy. That's it, basically.
No, I'm telling you why.
Well, it's, you know, we can say that, and some people say there's medical and this and that, but hey, I'm going to turn around right now. Go to California and see what's happened there in the last year since they started doing home shows and working with 5 people at a time, the same as they're doing in all these other countries. They've taken over. Ontario, Toronto used to be the biggest area for 2 years or so. This month they're number 3 because of what's happening in these other pockets that are starting to work the business the way, if we're business people, that we should work it. So you have to decide, do you want this as a business? Do you want to change your life? And really, with the products that we have, with money-back guarantees and the results that people get from them, there's no better business to be in. So.
Thank you very much for your time. Actually, your story is inspirational for us who are really committed to do the business and become managers and diamond managers. So once again, yes, thanks, Jack.
You're welcome. Let's go for it. Diamonds. As I said to